Today we will be testing the range bound channel index with expanded source types. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the range bound channel index with expanded source types. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 726 indicators, with 291 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the range bound channel index with expanded source types. And you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. I did go in and make just one slight modification to it. And so these plot lines right here, which is the main line running through the indicator, switching from red to green, I went in and I bumped up the line weight to the next size right here on both of those. That's the only change that I made. We could go in and turn on bar coloration, but to be honest with you, I think that we'll be okay testing this one without the bar coloration. It's relatively simple, and so as the name implies, what we kind of have is a channel here. We have the lines in the middle, the dashed lines in the middle here, and the dashed upper and lower line there, and then we have this oscillating line right here, the plot line again running down the middle, oscillating back and forth, doing things. And so it's interesting to note that it is changing from red to green and back again. And when it does that, I know it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we can go in, and this one right here, I believe. Yes, that one right there. So this large black line running kind of through the middle of the indicator there is, you can think of it as a zero line, basically, even though it's not at the zero. But it is the point that the oscillating line, the main plot line, is kind of pivoting around. And as it switches colors, it's because it's breaking up above that line or breaking down below that line. And so that's one one part of what we're looking for, is when I guess it could be possible that it wouldn't switch, but basically what we're looking for is when the line here, the plot line, is green and breaks up above the first dashed line there. Those are, let's see if we can find those as well. So this one here, and not that one, this one, and that one there. And so what we're looking for is when the line is green, breaks up above the dashed line here, the first dashed line, then we are going to go long. When the line is in the red color and it breaks down below this lower dashed line here, the first lower dashed line, then we are going to go short. So that's the setup we're looking for. Now that we've rambled on for quite a long time, let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of it. All right, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see right here that we get that green coloration there in the line, and it breaks up above that first dashed line there, that first upper dashed line, and we get a really nice push to the upside. Let's just double check this right here. Yep, that is unfortunate. This is another one of those pairs where the stop and take profit are rather kind of narrow. They don't have a lot of room to move. And so here's an instance where we got our signal candle right here, our entry candle right here at the open of this candle. We then pick up this really long wick right here, and obviously the price would had to have gotten down there, and anytime that happens and in the same candle we hit the take profit like in this one, we always assume that it dropped down first and stopped us out before it then continued up, hitting our take profit and continuing on. And so in this case we are unfortunately going to call that one as a stop. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, the second signal that we pick up is a short signal. We get that switch. Actually, take that back. Let's cancel that out because we actually didn't break below that dashed line. For some reason, I thought that was the point there that we were looking for, but it is not. Let's go ahead and play it forward here. Let's see. Got close right there, but didn't quite break to the downside right there. But we did get a break to the upside right there. That's going to be a valid long right there. And once again, unfortunately, we would entered there, immediately pushed to the downside on price action, that one coming down and stopping us out. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the rest of the testing. That way things will get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here, get everything in focus. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 11 trades within the 1 year's time, and so that's a decent amount, not too bad. Not too little, and not over trading. Let's go ahead and count out our winners. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 winning trades. So unfortunately, that is not going to meet the 60% criteria that we were looking for. It seemed like this indicator was a little bit slow in catching kind of price action and what was going on with it. And so there were times where the indicator was showing that we were dipping kind of to the downside, for example, but price had already kind of curled up and started to move in the upward direction. And yeah, there's just a couple of times where stuff like that was happening, where price had obviously already kind of started to move in a different direction than the indicator was showing. And then it seemed like another issue was maybe that our take profit and stop was just a tad bit tight on some of these, and it was giving a signal right as we would get kind of a pullback in the market, a slight correction in the market, and that would come back and stop us out before it would then continue on in the direction we wanted it to go in. And so all in all, it just struggled just enough that we were not able to get to that 60% criteria. And so this one is going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.